Hey guys, welcome back to another Dinkum build video. This is a little series that I do sometimes called After the Stream. I have been working on my Catalina Island, which is my extreme makeover island. And for those of you who don't know, it is the very first Dinkum island I ever created when the game released. And it's getting a bit of an overhaul, a massive makeover, if you will. And for the last couple of streams, we've been working on the Bandstand area. And this area, I don't know, it perplexed me on multiple levels. I had multiple thoughts and ideas of how to do this area, and they were conflicting with each other. And so every stream I was running into this conflict of how am I going to resolve the issues that I have, because I want to do it this way and this way and this way, and none of those ways kind of go together. But we eventually got there, 3 streams in, and then me doing a little bit of work after the stream was over. We built this sort of natural fencing with rocks and buried trees and plants to create a very natural edging to this little island area. It is a park. It is the Bandstand, which is the meeting place in Dinkum for all the events that happen in the game with the NPCs. And I wanted to put it in sort of a Central Park kind of space, but not super formal, but not wild and woolly and woodsy either. And so trying to balance those two ideas of manicured, put together area and a little bit less, more casual, it was a little difficult. This waterfall that you see featured back here was built by Elementrix Build, our great Benny, the big fan, Dinkum fan. He popped into my stream one night and was like, hey, I have 30 minutes. What do you want me to do? And I was like, I can get you to build a waterfall. He's not much of a natural builder, I think is what he said, but I think that turned out fantastically. He had a little help from Sunny doing some plants and things around it. But yeah, I thank Benny for popping in that night and building the waterfall. And I need to put a sign that's like Benny's Waterfall. I created a bunch of these little spaces to sit, at any park you would have, things like this, and, trying to keep it natural looking. I knew one of the things I also wanted to do with this area was to create a boat rental spot where you could go up and rent boats. Now, I realized as I was recording this walkthrough, I had forgotten to put the boat on the top of the building like I had intended to do. I got so excited doing other things that I apparently forgot to do it, because I wanted to put a boat on the very top of the building. Like you see with some buildings, they have, what the place is, an old car or something like that, if it's a repair shop. So I wanted to put a boat on the building and completely forgot. So I will show you in pictures and screenshots later on. But yeah, here's a little picnic area. Of course, no park is complete without a place to sit and picnic and enjoy the views and the surroundings. Of course, Sunny Ann came and helped me build this on a couple of occasions, and this was one of the little areas she built, a little sunken-in, tree-shaded little kind of meeting and pavilion area. I had the idea to have this walkway go all around the circumference of the island, and then you have these great views out at the ocean or the river. So I was trying to, mesh the two things together, always a challenge. And, maybe I didn't do it as well as I could have. You guys will be the judge, obviously. Lots of seating in this park. And if you'll notice, if you watched any of the streams, something is missing right about here. I did use dev commands and place item codes to remove the airship dock that you land on when you first get on your Dinkum Island. I did back up my save. In fact, do not do anything like that and take out something that's a staple in the game, like the airship dock, without doing a backup, because you never know what those kinds of things are going to do to your game. But so I did everything as the instructions said to do, and everything has turned out very well and no issues. I will put the airship dock back in another location for John's goods. I'm planning on doing kind of a import-export shipping area around his shop, since his is the main store that kind of supplies the residents and the NPCs with all of their goods. So there's a whole thing going on there. But yeah, it's simple. It's not as grand as some of the bandstand areas I've seen. It's not as elaborate. But it is definitely more than anything I've done on any other island I've ever worked on. But I wanted to give you guys also an aerial look at nighttime. For those of you who are like, I don't like a lot of big things. This entire build is made up and comprised of a lot of small areas. So if you're not much of I can't do these massive builds, kind of keep that in mind when you do a space like this. Just do a lot of smaller space fillers, like this little fountain with some flower boxes around it, or seating areas with trees and flower boxes, because I know a lot of people are like, I can't think in that way, and I totally get it. So there you go. Just small spaces all put together, and if you really squint your eye, it all fits together really well. That's what I'm telling myself. That's the story I'm sticking to. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed this series. Stay tuned. There's more Extreme Makeover coming your way. As always, guys, thank you for being here. Thanks for watching. Be kind to yourselves. Be kind to others. And I will catch y'all in the next one. Bye.